we need to do something about, I need to go further to explain more things to you about support process. The support process of a thing will take us to create support process record type. Let me go to setup now. And on the setup, we have support process. We have support process. I want to create new support process now. It's going to be on a existing master support process, because when you want to create a support, you need to create support process first before you can create a record type for your case. The support process will help you to kind of designate different types of cases in terms of record type. Before, when you wanted to create the record type, it will always ask you for the support process. I want a situation whereby I will be having different options for my two record type I will create for a case object. We've actually not built, if you check a case now, let's say as if you want to create a new case right here. There is no record type on the case that is giving us like 2 or 3 options to pick from for a particular case. The case status that we don't need escalated to be on it now. Then it's not being sorted out. It still has escalated. What can make me to pull out escalated? Let's say in a case that I'm having installation, I don't ordinarily need to have escalated. I can remove it. Or working. A case that is, if it is working, if I want to remove it, what will help me to do that is the record type and support process. From support process, I can pull out something from this status here. So that's just it. I'm only having just one option now. By the time we set up 2 different support process and 2 record type assigned to that support process, whenever I click to create new cases now, I must pick out of the 2 options that I'll be having. That's what I'm trying to demonstrate here. Let me just cancel it. I don't need this for now. Let me now go back. I'm trying to create a support process now. Support process 1. Process 1. 1. Then no need for description, support process 1. I'll also still create another one. Let me take is having closed. I don't want it to have closed. I don't want it to have escalated. Let's say, let me take this one back. These are the options that you have. Let me take this one back. New, good, working. Let me now pull back escalated. So in this one now, escalated will not be there. I've taken out escalated. If I even like, I can say I've taken out a closed. At least one closed status must be selected. Okay. Yeah. Working. Let me just keep it like that. Then I click save. Then let me create another one again. I'll call it support process 2. Process 2. Then let me click save. Let me click save. Then now, this one I will leave it as it is now. I want everything to be like that. And I'll click save. I'll click save. It's okay now. Then let me go back to the case object now. Let me go back to the case object. Case. We have case here now. I click case. Then I go to record type. I want to create two record type for case. Then I click record type. I click new. You will see now. I will now, can you see support process? Imagine if I don't, I will now have options to pick from support process one, support process two. If I didn't create support process before I say I want to create record type for my case, that means I have to go back to go and create it because there is no way I can save this record until I create it. So record type now, I can call it support process record type 2 and 1. Record type, case record type, case record type 1. Then support process 1. Now I've created record type for the case now, first one. Now, if you create a record type, you always have option to say, I want this record, I want this profile to access this record type. I don't want this profile to access it, but there's no reason for that. If I want if I don't want anyone, I can just deselect it. That record, that profile, any of these, any end user that been assigned that profile will not be able to access the record type. Then I can say next. I can say, okay, apply to layouts in all profile. If I want to also say that some profile I don't want, I can also do it there. Let me save new now. I'll create another one. Oh, I didn't select case layout. Sorry. Let me save new. Then I create another one called case record type 2. Case record type 2. Then I click on it, support process 2. Oh, did I click active there? I don't think so. Yeah, I make it available. I click next. Click case layout. I click save. Now I have two record type. These are pick lists available, case origin, case reason, potential liability, and other stuff. I don't have business with that one. Let me click on the record type. Okay. I click on active for the vote. Now, if we go to the front end now, I'll say we want to create a new case entirely. You want to create a new case entirely. Now, you see now we have how many? Two different case record type. One has escalation, one does not have. The first one does not have escalation. The second one have. So if what you want to do for the case record type, that has nothing to do with this one now, an escalation of a thing, you can pick it. Then if you status, you can see now it has only new and working. Then if we fill it now, what is the case name? But the contact account name KKBLC. Then priority, where is it coming from? Phone. The medium, let's say high. Then status is new, yeah. And we go down there. I say case reason. Let's say it's for installation. Then if we have any other thing to do with this case here, product engineering, we just save now. That means we created a new case number now is 2865. Yeah, 2865 2. That's new case. If we want to create another one, uh, if we want to create another one, we can also pick record 2 and say, okay, we're creating another record. We'll pick, let's say, contact name, let's say Betty Bassa. Uh, is it new? Let's say working. You can see now, status now. This one has escalated. You can see it has escalated. Then I can say, okay, it's been escalated. Then case coming from phone, or let's say it's coming from email. Then any other thing you need to support it, electronic, account name, what is the account name, tech LLC, and you just save. That is sales process we've completed now, because we actually we actually created a sales process. We give it different record type with different status that is going to being designated to it. There is one that's having escalation. There is one that is not having. It's more details if you want to add more. A kind of record that you can be having your a company. I mean, status can be so many. So this one is just few. Pick from there. If you have to, if you want to also go further, to also give them limit some level of field that you can give to it. You can now say you want to go to the case object. That means you want to do something more fundamental. You can get to the case object under this thing. If you want to limit the type of field that's going to appear under the cases now, under the different record type, that is when you can now say you want to give them different record page layout. You can now say you want to give it different page layout. That means you can create a new page layout, case page layout. You already have a closed case page layout. You can say you want to create a new case page layout, existing page layouts now. You can build it on it. Then when you do all these things, you can now assign it the way we did for project. You can now assign it to different page layout, different record type. Giving different record type, different page layout can really help you to do so many other things. But we don't need to do that, because this, even in the first place, is a standard object, except if your company want to. But if your company want to, there is a way you can just create a case page layout. When you create it, you will assign it to different record type. You create one for the case record type 1. You do a new page layout for it. Case record type 2. You create a new case layout and give it to you. You now come here to say page layout assignment. When you now do that, that is when you can assign different. You can see now we've not done anything on it. So if you want to assign different case record type to one and assign another one to it, but it's going to still be the same thing, because in the first place, we've not even created it that way. This is where you can now do the assignment. But everything is still the same. They still have the same field. But if you want to make them to have different field now, that means you need to assign different page layout to record type 1 and another one to record type 2. Then you take off some field from the canvas and drop it at the payload up, so that you can limit the number of fields that will be accessible, and all those stuff like that.
Alright, that's a wrap up for today's video. I hope you have picked up some valuable insights and actionable tips in Salesforce ecosystem. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Give this video a big thumb up. If you found it helpful, I'm Asikola Oshirikan and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more.